Okay, so here we're going to make an earthquake snack that explains tectonic plates.
Ooh, I've got my graham crackers.
Here we go. Let me grab two of those. Yeah.
There we go.
So what we're going to do is this is so much fun and really helps kids understand that the Earth has a crust around it, right? It's got all these different layers, but we have this thin crust that we all live on, right? That's like the solid part that we stomp on with our feet. And it's floating around on a bunch of magma, okay? And so it actually moves. It's not stationary, and it has cracks in it, okay? So I'm going to give you a bunch of honey.
That's my magma.
This is your magma.
All right.
You're going to smush your crackers around your magma.
All right.
And then,
thank you.
Okay, so what happens in an earthquake is you got two plates. So you got two tectonic plates. You're going to put your two graham crackers side by side on top of your magma.
Okay.
And just put them together and rub them sideways, like this. That's an earthquake. When two plates shift and they go like this, that's what's letting off a bunch of energy. And that's what we felt the other day. Sometimes they shift just a little bit, and sometimes they shift like 20 or 30 feet. I mean, it can be just huge, and then you have these giant earthquakes. Okay, now here's what's interesting about this. You can also use the same experiment to show kids how mountains are formed, because sometimes mountains are formed when one plate goes under the other one, so you can shove this one under that one, and you can show them how a mountain would kind of start to smush up. That's how the Himalayas were formed, because the Indian plate and I think the European plate are colliding, and they're shoving the Himalaya mountains up, right?
So in the meantime, as they're smushing this together, they're creating this great snap.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then at the very end, when they start to get smushy, you smush them together like this, or you can make them wet. Anyway, you'll get a ridge that starts to form, and that's how other mountains are formed, like the ones that are volcanic, like the ones that are along the west coast of America. That's from two plates just smushing so hard.
Nowhere to go, but it goes up.
Yeah, and then the magma starts to come out, and that's why you have volcanoes. And one other thing is when they pull apart like this, that's how mountains are formed in the ocean, because there's actually places in the Earth where the plates are pulling apart instead of pushing together, and then this magma comes bubbling up, and it forms hard rock.
Oh.
Pretty neat,
so it cools off right away.
And then you eat it. It's awesome. Okay.
And that's the awesomest part. You get to eat it.
Okay,
Kids are excited.
That is a great